Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Mile High Huddle. I am your host, Kim Becker, and joining me tonight is Chad Jensen. And Chad, it seems that the Denver Broncos are moving fairly quickly to interview successors for John Elway at the GM position. Which candidates have they set up interviews with thus far?
The Denver Broncos said that they were going to cast a wide net and they were going to move quickly to find John Elway's successor at GM. And that started in a big way on Tuesday when news broke that Chicago's assistant personnel guy, Champ Kelly, had been requested for an interview and the Bears had granted that. So the Broncos are going to talk with Kelly, who is also a former Bronco in terms of he worked as a scout. He worked in the personnel department for several years before taking a promotion to go to the Bears, and he's done really well there. He was a big part of the Khalil Mack trade that was consummated between the Raiders and the Bears back in 2018 that really helped the Bears. And Vic Fangio, for what it's worth, turned the corner as a defense that season. Broncos are also going to interview Dave Ziegler. Now, Ziegler is an assistant personnel guy out in New England, and he worked hand in glove with Nick Caserio, who just got hired by the Houston Texans to be their new GM. So it will be interesting to see how well the Patriots are willing to play ball with the Broncos' interest in Ziegler and whether they officially grant that, or if they do grant it, if they rescind it, because suddenly there's a big hole in their front office that they're going to have to fill, because Caserio was the de facto GM in New England, with Bill Belichick, of course, not only being the head coach, but having final say on all things personnel. Caserio was the de facto GM, and his right hand is Ziegler. So with Caserio gone, that might be an opportunity for him to step up with the team he's been with for a while and stick around and have a larger role. But keep in mind, Ziegler's also a former Broncos scout, so he's got ties to Denver as well. And then we learned also on Tuesday that the Broncos are going to talk with the Minnesota Vikings personnel guy, George Patton. So a lot of irons in the fire in terms of just on Tuesday, word breaking of 3 individual interviews that the Broncos are setting up, but they're not going to stop there. I would tell fans to keep an eye on San Francisco's Adam Peters as a guy that the Broncos are going to at least want to interview. Whether or not Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch grant that interview and allow the Broncos to talk with Peters remains to be seen. But when the shoe was on the other foot and the Niners came calling and Peters was working in Denver back in 2017, Elway acquiesced and allowed them to talk with him and with Peters, and allowed Peters to leave for that San Francisco job. So hopefully the Niners boys are amenable to some reciprocity here. The last name to keep an eye on is Rick Smith, who not only has ties as a former employee of the Denver Broncos back in the day, but he is the former Houston Texans GM who relinquished his post in Houston after his wife was diagnosed with cancer. He's got a longtime working relationship with Elway, and I think those are the 5 names right now, at least, that are top of the list. But the 3 that are already, the Broncos have at least made formal overtures to request the interview. That's Champ Kelly, that's Dave Ziegler, and that's George Patton. So we'll see how it shakes out.
Well, they are definitely moving quickly, and it's so fun to hear all these different connections from these guys with the Denver Broncos over the years. So definitely going to be the big news that you're going to be keeping your eye on. I'm sure, Chad, you're going to have a busy couple of weeks coming up, I have a feeling, if you haven't already had a busy couple of days. But definitely exciting news, something that we will be watching here at Mile High Huddle. So, Chad, thanks so much for joining me tonight.
It is interesting, and thank you, Kim. It is interesting that 4 of these 5 names we've discussed tonight have a past history working with or for the Denver Broncos, some of them directly under and with John Elway. So the Broncos are going back to the familiar well, at least initially, guys they know, guys that they have a past working relationship, or at least know what their reputation is from personal experience. So these are all quality names, though. We'll see how it shakes out.
Yeah, well, you know what they say. It's all about who you know, and that is
There you
no
go.
exception here with the Denver Broncos. Thanks so much, Chad.
Thanks, Kim.